When it comes to the mental load, I think one of the biggest complaints that women have is that they're married to this great guy, right? He's a good guy, he's a good dad, he's always happy to help, he never complains, but he won't do anything unless I tell him to do it or I give him a list. He'll say, "Babe, I can see you're burnt out from packing for vacation. I'm happy to help. Just give me a list and I'll do it." And typically, for a lot of women, they hear that and their blood starts to boil because it's a reminder to them that they are ultimately in charge of that list. They are the person who has to take that mental to do list in their brain and put it on paper for their partner because their partner doesn't know what to pack. They don't know what to bring for a 3-day weekend with their kids. They don't know where the toothpaste is or the girl's hairbrush. They don't know what to do. And so they need her to tell them. And so here she goes. She takes that mental to do list, she puts it on paper, and she gives it to him and she delegates tasks. But that's not the end of it because typically what happens, and the reason their blood is boiling, is because they make this list, they delegate tasks to their partner, and then their partner continually asks them questions about how to do it or where to find it or how much to pack. He forgets things on that list, so she feels like she constantly has to be double checking the list and reminding him. And then when she does remind him and she says, "Babe, hey, can you make sure to get that sunscreen?" He says, "Sure, I've got it." And then the next day when he still hasn't packed it and she says, "Hey, did you get the sunscreen?" He goes, "Oh my gosh, you're always on me. You were such a nag." And she goes, "Okay, you're constantly complaining that I'm reminding you, but you're the one who asked me for the list. You're the one who asked for this responsibility and I gave it to you and then you didn't follow through. And so what do you want from me? Of course I'm nagging you, quote unquote nagging you, because you're not doing the thing you said you would." And it's so frustrating for a lot of women because they're simply just looking for their partner to be an active participant, to know how many pairs of underwear to pack for their kids and to know where the toothpaste is and how many cups to pack. They want their partner to know those things. They don't want to be the keeper of that information because ultimately she is just as much the parent as he is. And so why doesn't he know these things, right? And so I think it's really interesting because a lot of men will say, "I'm always happy to help. Just tell me what to do, just make me a list, and I will do it." And women hear that and they are just reminded that ultimately she is in charge of that. And if he forgets something on that list, it's not his fault because at the end of the day, it was her responsibility. It was her list. It was her job to check it. Right? Your wife isn't mad about the list. She's mad that when she makes the list, ultimately, it means that you don't know what has to happen. And it's her job to follow up and remind you and be accountable for all of those things. Because ultimately, if you forget something, it was never your responsibility to begin with.